How's it going? Welcome back to the show. This is You Made Roscoe, and I am Roscoe. And today, this is a Thursday throwback, or a Thursday is what I should say. And today, for Throwback Thursday, we're going to be taking a look at a song that I hadn't checked out, but it is a throwback a little bit. It's a few years old. This one is by Samson. The name of it is Someone Had to Say It. And we'll be checking this out. Before we do that, I do want to ask for anybody who hasn't that they please subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you hit the notification bell. Also, make sure that you go over to Samson's homepage and do the same thing because we do want to support the artists. And yeah, we're going to get this started. Like I said, Thursday, we needed to get into some realness, or at least I feel so, so who better to give us that realness than this dude? But yeah, Samson, someone had to say it. Let's get it.
Where the fuck's my money? I've been working all day, getting dirty as a bitch, busting my tail. Coming home, covered in oil, covered in grease, having trouble trying to scrub the brake dust from my fingernails. No help at the shop, only me, cause we're understaffed, cause nobody wants to get a job now. Friends hit me up after work, but I don't want to do shit. The whole damn day I was bogged down. At the end of the week, I get my check, I hold it up next to my friends and get annoyed, and he laughs cause I didn't make half of what he made. I worked every single day and his ass is unemployed. You say there's no jobs, you say there's no one hiring. Every time I open up my phone and go online, I see a lot of positions, but you just listen to the politicians telling you there's not. So you don't even take the time to read. Don't lie to me, it's a fact. All these stupid politicians want to act like it's slim picking and it's hard to get when it's so bad. But how come every business that I visit's always understaffed? May not be the job you want, may not be a dream career. You could do something in the meantime while you wait for things to clear. Hobby Lobby starting out at 17, buddy. You could get a job there instead of collecting free money. I'm just saying, if you're my age and able, you don't need the government's aid to stay stable. Leave it for people who really need it, you piece of shit. Go and get a fucking job to get paid and be grateful. You're not in.
Ooh, wee. Ooh, wee. Oh man. Let me push this back. And yeah, no. Again, truth bombs by this dude. Right now, him talking about, people who don't want to go to work. You know what I mean? And like he said, if like you, and I've always felt this, like if you're an able body, stable mind, all that, stable enough mind. Because really, like in society, who's really all the way stable? But yeah, no, stable enough to, be a productive citizen, but yeah, no, he's just speaking about this stuff. I like Samson because he does speak for the common man. I look at him as like the white version of Little Brother, the group Little Brother. They're a rap group, and they just speak about like real life stuff. Like they don't talk about like I got flashy cars, and they talk about like stuff from the common man's perspective, and that's what Samson gives you. So I really like that. But the stuff that he's talking about, yeah, someone had to say it. Let's go.
Wait for things to clear. Hobby Lobby starting out at 17, buddy. You could get a job there instead of collecting free money. I'm just saying, if you're my age and able, you don't need the government's aid to stay stable. Leave it for people who really need it, you piece of shit. Go and get a fucking job to get paid and be grateful. You're not incapable, you're lazy as fuck. But at the same time, I don't really blame you. If they were handing it out and I had absolutely no pride, I would take it too. I mean, fuck it. I'm the real dumbass. I'm the one working hard. I'm still busting my ass. People I haven't seen in a minute come up to me and ask me if I'm still working. I say, yeah. And they're like, fuck that. Didn't you hear? They're giving this shit out for free now. And I'm like, how? And they're like, what do you mean how? You don't have to have a reason to get it. They barely notice. You just go online and apply and tell them you're scared of COVID. And just like that, you don't got a real job, but you still get paid. God, I feel robbed. I can't say that I never thought of doing it. I don't want to contribute to all this fucking foolishness and assist the government in creating this dependency. If you don't know what I'm saying, then just wait till the end and see. When everybody's free money gets cut off, you think they're gonna go straight to work again? Fuck off. Let me clear the air. I know a lot of people really felt the wrath of this. I'm not talking to you and I'm not knocking you, dude. I know some folks were in bad shape after this. Like, you got kids and a wife and you had a good job and the dividends were nice and you lost it all of a sudden over this fucking bullshit and you needed something just to keep you winning in this fight. I understand.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, because um, it sounded like he's talking about that time period, around when COVID happened and stuff like that. And when I'm thinking about like the prices of things, like right before COVID and then when COVID happened, and the effect that all this money that was being given away while COVID was happening and people were taking all these free loans and it was crazy. Like people were getting free money from every which way but loose. Unemployment was overpaying. It was crazy. So prices started inflating like crazy, and then when things, from that avenue kind of stopped, when they stopped giving away all this money, and now people are forced to have to get it like everybody else. Now the prices have still stayed like super high and stuff like that. They were able to inflate things because people had all this money. It was like really crazy. So yeah, no, just thinking about all that stuff, but let's continue.
Work again? Fuck off! Let me clear the air. I know a lot of people really felt the wrath of this. I'm not talking to you and I'm not knocking you, dude. I know some folks were in bad shape after this. Like, you got kids and a wife and you had a good job and the dividends were nice and you lost it all of a sudden over this fucking bullshit and you needed something just to keep you winning in this fight. I understand. We're all fucked in the end, though. So we might as well come together. No matter who you are and no matter who you voted for, I really do believe we need something better. Is it me? Or is it crazy as fuck that at a time like this, with a horrible disease, they would make us wait for those tiny little checks just so they could give money to other foreign countries? Send the money to Pakistan.
Why?
For gender studies, we have to, man. I know you're worried and this shit is really scary, but send $1 billion to the Egyptian military and fuck it. Send another to the Smithsonian. Yeah, I know this shit ain't even open, but fuck it again. Shut up and spend. What about the fallen trees? 2 million, we need to study them. Ever wonder how many amberjack fish are currently swimming in the Gulf of Mexico?
No.
Well, I want to know that shit right now. 2.5 million, motherfucker, now let it go. You run a big
This man, dude, stop. Yeah, push this back, man. This will be the last time I stop it. So let's go ahead and finish.
amberjack fish are currently swimming in the Gulf of Mexico?
No.
Well, I want to know that shit right now. 2.5 million, motherfucker, now let it go. You run a business? Shut it the fuck down. And if you don't, we're gonna find you till you do. It's way too dangerous. And if you don't understand, then maybe you going broke. We'll finally get it through. And last but not least, for our hardworking, tax-paying Americans who stuck it out through this pandemic and put their lives on the line so we could keep our economy rolling, those little people we like to call essential, I give to you 600 big ones. Don't go spending it all in one place now.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, I remember I was at that time, I was deemed an essential. And I'm like, man, I'm not doing nothing but, I'm at this retail place doing what I do. But yeah, no, it's really, really crazy. This dude is amazing. This was Samson. Someone had to say it. And yeah, no, I'm glad that I got to check this out. Samson always gives you realness. He really does. He's a great lyricist and all that, very smart, a genius actually. But and I mean that literally. It's a literal prodigy, but yeah, no, this kid uh, is amazing because he uses his talents to actually speak and say the things that need to be said. Um, and I'm pretty sure like his career is suffering for that, realness, like they're not gonna allow somebody like this to be mainstream, and I mean it is what it is. Like the sacrifice is the sacrifice, and um uh for him, I say good for you, because I think sticking to principle and all that. He even spoke to it in this song, pride, and having that over and integrity and stuff like that over, worrying about dollars and cents. Everybody has to have that. Everybody has to live, so he needs money just like everybody else. But to sacrifice his morals and integrity and who he is just for a dollar. He's a person of my heart because I'm the same way. Like you know, like I want to live and I want to survive and I want to have stuff like everybody else, but I'm not gonna sacrifice my integrity and stuff like that. Like I want to do it the right way. And I do have pride, and I want to say that I got it on my own and I built it up, and nobody handed it to me, um so yeah, no, this is that's the basis of this and what he's talking about, is I guess what you could call just old American pride. That's what they would call that, that's just old school America, like pull yourself up by the bootstraps type of mentality, but um great stuff. Two thumbs. Samson, it was good to go back and check him out. I wish he would put out like some new stuff. It's crazy, like waiting for him to put out some new stuff. But um, I guess it'll happen when it happens. I'm not rushing that brother. Creativity, it happens when it happens. So I'm gonna leave, but before I do, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the share button, hit the playlist option, or options, um because you'll actually pick the ones. One, it'll be Samson reactions, and then Thursday throwback reactions. So two separate playlists. You'll be able to see this in, as well as anything else that's in those playlists or will be. I do have playlists for other artists, a lot of great music by those artists, a lot of different genres of music. When you get the chance, please check that stuff out. Cash App, $ you made Roscoe, PayPal at you made Roscoe. Super thanks option is available for those who like to show their support or appreciation for what's being done on the page. Any um, uh, any donations are going to be made to those spots. I had a brain fart. But yeah, no, I'm going to leave. But before I do, well, I just want to say thank you to everybody out there for helping me build up the page, for supporting all that great stuff. I appreciate you guys. I just wanted to say that. But until next time, be safe and be good.